I'm sitting here at a stoplight, waiting on a crosswalk, and I have enough time to make a TikTok. That's how long this is taking. It's actually been like 5 minutes now. I'm going to press the button again. Tune in for more. Nanda says hi, dear. Hi, Nanda. Do you like? Oh my gosh, I love to travel. Okay, I have to admit, I like to travel comfortably. I thought I was like a ruffian, and it turns out that I could, and I'm pretty good at it. But I like comfortable travel. I don't know about bougie. I could do bougie travel if somebody else is paying for it, and not for the reason y'all might be considering. I don't mind paying for things. I like paying for things. But if I'm putting big money down on something, I always end up getting so full of myself. And I always like to be full of myself. So if I'm going with somebody and I got to stay like humbled, then I'm about it. But when I'm putting down stacks, I don't like my behavior. I get too full of myself. So, but like a good medium trip to get out there and have a good time, I'm all about it. Or like I said, a real expensive one if I'm coming along on someone else's trip and being the helper. But all right, let's see. Drum Girl, thank you for the follow. I followed you back. I followed you in return. Ruby, how are you? Welcome to BGO Live. I appreciate being your first. Drum Girl says, tell me your wildest travel story. I can't be telling stories. I don't know if I could be telling stories. Yo, it's like top secret. Could I be telling a story? I can't tell too many. Here's what I could do. Alright, is if y'all put down y'all throw a topic at me, or like an area, or I don't know, just like throw darts at a dartboard, and if you hit something, then I could tell a story. All right, if one of the darts hits that dartboard, then I could tell you a story. But you gotta whether you give like a location or like a topic of interest of what it might be about, then I could share. But like I said, I don't know if I don't want to just straight out throw a story out there. And if I'm gonna be pushing stories out, then we gotta keep it interactive, because that's a tough one. But thank you for asking. Definitely, that's such a big question for me that I don't even remember what I was thinking about. Which those are the questions I like, because I want to be immersed right here. Drum roll. Keep streaming for 2 more minutes and you'll be noticed by more people. Okay. ID, thank you for joining us. QD, welcome on. Nanda says, do you like playing games? What kind of games? Are you talking like video games? Are you talking board games? Are you talking, I don't know, party games? What kind of games are you talking? What's up, Ruby? Ruby, it says you're top number 1. I don't know what that means, but congratulations. I'm happy for you. And if it's in my stream, even cooler. Our stream, my stream. Realistically, okay, here's my goal. All right, something I like doing. And is it my stream? Yeah, it's my stream. But there's probably a platform I could find that it would be our stream and not just my stream. But we'll figure that out in time. We'll figure that out. Recently got hooked on playing Switch. All right, so you're talking about now is that were we on board? Yeah, okay, playing Switch. Let me tell you, I've met a lot of people, and I have a couple of friends that play Nintendo Switch, and they're pretty avid gamers on Nintendo Switch. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I have yet to play Nintendo Switch for more than a couple of minutes, but what I've noticed is it is once again, I'll say immersive. It's pretty cool, but I don't have a lot of experience with Nintendo Switch. But gaming, I'm torn about gaming, alright? So, I don't do a whole lot of stuff for just leisure. It's not that I don't have a personal life, but my personal life is very mixed in with my professional life, where I try to integrate most things into kind of the same category. And, most people don't like living that way. They like having their lives compartmentalized and having these different sections, but the life I've always lived has always been, everything kind of goes together in one way or another. Now, I know moving into the life that I'm moving into, circa very recently, I now, I took red pill, blue pill, And I said, give them both. And I did. I took them both. So, pun intended, didn't actually take a pill. But, I'm in, and, I'll scoot out every now and again just to have a little fun. But I'm excited. I'm excited for a compartmentalized life. But, it's just, it takes some getting used to for me, all right? Because I'm used to living on the outskirts and always being the one to help things get organized. And now I'm having to be organized. It's not the same. Like, it's like when people tell you how to do something and tell you to do something, and then like, my thing has always been helping other people get themselves in order. And I never really noticed how disorganized I was. And now I gotta get organized because, like, I'm going like the mainstream route for real. And it's really exciting because it is what I've always wanted. And there's no buts about it. There's not. It's what I've always wanted. And I won't be able to do it my way. And I'm not complaining. Seriously, that's what I'm saying, though. Is like, I don't mind at all that I won't be doing it my way, because I've always wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. And now that I am, getting into all this, it's like, this is important to me. I have a lot of good work I've already put in, and I know I don't have a whole lot it doesn't look like I have a whole lot to show for it, but I'm hoping that a lot of that will click in and kick in real quick when I get back home and I'm able to put in some more work, in the ways that are new for me, but slightly familiar. So the question was, do I like playing games? Video games, kind of. If we can play them like semi-pro, that could be fun. Like, if we're doing like, I really don't know. I really don't have a game. But I have a feeling I will be nudged into that direction, and I'm going to have to build some interests. Okay, welcome on. Who did I not follow back? It says don't forget to follow back. Yeah, it's not telling me anybody right now. Erica Khan says you have a beautiful voice. Erica Khan, if I did not miss you and you are still, I'm not a big fan of that one, somebody said. And okay, I also have a private comment section. All right, I got like a group where you could actually message in your comments if you don't want them seen publicly, and they will pop up as comments on my screen. If you want to be in that group, send me a personal direct message, whatever you call it on Bigo. Send me a message, and I could put you in the personal comments group, and that way I'll see your comment separately. Erica Khan, yeah, if you're still here, Erica, thank you. I appreciate the compliment about my voice. Ruby says, this is Bigo. We need to hear about the crazy stories. All right, we'll get that build up. I don't mean to disappoint. I'm sorry, but like, when I say like I actually have to be like a little tight-lipped about things, I actually do. I'm not kidding. Especially with the route that I'm taking, I have to be careful about what I do and don't say. So let me say it this way. Let me get my manager's approval. Let me get my agent's approval. We'll say it that way. And if I get that's perfect. If I get my agent's approval, then we'll go story by story. I'll try to start pulling stories out for you guys that we can talk about them. Seems that likes your live. Click to invite them. Well, thank you, Bigo TV, for liking the live stream. I appreciate you. Eliza, thank you for joining us. Welcome on. Enjoy Guardian PK and get more benefits. Okay, alright, I'm gonna have to do my own research on what this PK is. Alright, you gotta understand, I'm brand new to the platform, alright? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, tell me what to do. I won't. I'll figure it out myself. But, like, I need like 5 minutes to figure it out. YN, welcome on. Charlotte Torres, welcome on. Thank you for being here. Morphine, thank you for the follow. I will follow you back. I will follow you in return. Georgie, thank you for continuing to enjoy the live. You guys are like throwing stuff at me, and it's good stuff, but I don't know what it is, and I want to say thank you ahead of time before I learn even what I'm receiving. Manira says, I like your voice. Thank you, Manira. I appreciate you. Ruby says, there's a lot of gamers on Bigo. Alright. I might. I don't know. You gotta give me time to read the audience, okay? Because most of my people, and most of the people that have been watching the public part of my life for, like, the past couple of years have, like, all they've seen is me. There hasn't really been a whole lot of gaming. So, and even when there was, it's like there wasn't a massive amount of interest. It was very clicky interest. So I might be able to, like, do Bigo and maybe Omelet Arcade on the side. And, like, yeah, I could create, like, a subtopical genre and take a little time out for those of us that like the game, and I could play some games. That way we can play some games together. That's definitely an option. But like I said, I do what I do, but I am open to shifting a little bit depending on what you guys want and need. But I can't be shifting as much as I used to before. I used to have that leeway. I don't have that leeway anymore. I might be able to shift a little bit, but I can't shift more than my like I actually, for my own health, I gotta stay within my comfort zones. So there's no other way to say it. Understand, welcome on. Understand, thank you for the star. Thank you. ID, welcome on. Cat, welcome on. Ruby, I appreciate that you like the live. ID, welcome on. Alright. So, for everybody's favorite part of the show, we have 97 people, and we are going to rattle y'all off one at a time. You ready? We have Understand, we have Miss Ruby, we have Georgie, we have Caesar, we have Zariah, we have Ormleni, Svat. I'm going to do my best with these pronunciations, alright, especially in Cyrillic. Chaima, we have Eloise, we have Jane, Sheikha, Cristalvo, Natasha, Ezra, Kathnael, John Cook, Valeria, we have Kara, Chi, we have Shion, Sonu, we have Bez, we have Ara, Inga, Muhammad, we have Leandrosi, Cranium. Oh, and make sure when I'm saying your name, give a little high five or something in the comments that I know that I said your name right, or if you need me to correct how I say your name correctly. We have Drone Girl, we have Nakam, we have Manobo, Blouse, Desi, Ju, Bear Plus, Miroslav, we have Stepanenko, Mustafa, Ineta, Joan, Nazeka, Jenda Silva, Dominique, we have JY, we have Sunny Hair, we have Dumides, we have Melasam, Tisisel, we have Albert, we have Hussein, we have Elena, we have V. Klein. I did my best. Farizal. Handmade jewelry. We have April Bell. We have Joseph. We have Kobus. We have Alexandra. We have Joyce. We have Darida. We have Elena. We have Marina. We have Sanita. We have Miriam. We have Barsik. We have Sunni. We have Selwan. We have Wild Bebes. We have Wiwit. We have Alice. We have, or maybe just Alice. Priyoshi. We have K Bluff. We have Ererocha. We have Nurul. We have Satya Brata. Danielle. We have Dasha. We have Brian. We have Amy. We have Sabrina. We have Lydia. We have Ilya, we have Tiffany, we have Manira, we have She Is Wisdom, we have Madeline, we have Keith, we have Geraldine, and we have Rasna. Okay, thank you to all 99 of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. All of us here are important. Every single one of us are important. Okay. I really like your energy and you're funny. Thank you, Ruby. Ruby, that means the world to hear that. It really does. Thank you. That saying stuff like that to me builds my charisma, helps me gain more confidence, and continue to give you an even better show. Thank you. Zain Shadari. Thank you for coming on, Zain. Tosh, we have Rai, we have Scott. Understand seems to like the live. Thank you, Understand. I appreciate you. As far as inviting people to come on the live, I'm gonna have to work something in to be able to use that invite feature and, be doing, multifaceted lives with more than one person. Me being that person. And, I have to work that through because I am 100% all the time used to being the only person on the live stream for the most part. So, yeah. You're really good at this. I'm too boring to go live. I'll tell you what. I thought years ago I was going to be too boring to go live. And then I went live one time. I went live and my life got swept up and nothing's ever been the same ever since. And I'll tell you, it's been wild. It has been absolutely wild. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't. In some ways I've been offered. Did I take a little bit of a short sale? A little bit. Like I took I said, all right, I'll take a little piece off the top here and share it around. But for the most part, this isn't my bread and butter. It's my pride and joy. There's a difference. I have my pride and joy out there, but my bread and butter's right here. And like I said, in the mirror. But the pride and joy is more so the live stream itself and putting the work in. So, I said, this for me is a passion. Ooh la la, oi oi. What's up? Thanks for joining us. Another thing that's happened is having more fun. I've learned to have far more fun with the live streams and to be more in tune. Now, I need this to change. Ooh, man, my photo does not... Ooh, that's a rough... Okay, all right, one thing I need to back up on with y'all. Cool, welcome on. Mama Drama, welcome on. Thanks for the diamond. I'm going to need a little backup here, all right? Because I'm taking a look at my photo right now, and I don't know. I don't think it's doing me any justice. So do me a favor, and the next time you see me post a photo like that, first off, you're going to know that I actually think it looks good. And don't ask me how or what kind of mindset I'm in. I must be half asleep because looking at that, I messed up big time. And please come in with a save next time if I post a photo like that. Make sure you message me and say what a mistake I made. That way I can fix it. Now, if I really am into it, I'll leave it up. But, it does happen from time to time where I just post trash. And that right there, my new profile photo is absolute trash. And I would really appreciate the heads up next time if I post something like that. I need you guys to, like I said, I wouldn't let you drop the ball. Don't let me drop the ball. Be there for me. I'm there for you. And for real, I've been having some good conversations in the DMs with some of the followers. Oh, we didn't even get to the freaking topic of the thing yet. Oh man, that's another thing is I'm really when I'm doing like the mainstream stuff, I'm gonna be having people that are like telling me what to do and not what to say, but like because I put my own commentary in there. Obviously, like that's why they put me there is for the flair. But they already have their set stuff, right? That's how that works. That's how it all works. That's fine. If you don't like it, come hang out with me here where we're raw. It's one way or the other. It's up to you. But I'm really horrible, and I have to admit this. This is an absolute confession. You can tell anybody, ask anybody who is a longtime follower or a longtime watcher on whatever account. is that I am horrible at staying on topic. I will tangent 1,000 times over. Now, when it's a good topic, sometimes I've been known to, when I stay on topic, have a really good video that is like YouTube worthy, or I should say YouTube recorded worthy, right? But there's a lot of times where whatever the topic is in the video, I won't even get to the topic in the video until, we're all satisfied. Like whatever I'm talking about, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you bring up, like we'll get into all that. And then it's literally like 30, 40 minutes later. And then, we didn't even brush up on the topic of the video. We didn't, even touch on the topic that is the title of the video. Now, thankfully, thanks to y'all, is we end up getting enough retention in traffic that it just blasts the video to the top and people watch it anyway. It doesn't really affect, our standings. Our standings go through the roof because of our interactions. But the topic, like I said, that's one thing I am definitely, I literally have like a hater base for, is my freaking, is my inability to stay on topic. But like I said, I make a lot of friends, but the whole mainstream popularity thing is going to be something that is going to come through education and assistance. It's just not me. I'm an in-person real kind of guy. But keeping it structured and making it like a show is going to be something that's more so with the involvement of alternate parties. So, like I said, be ready for that. Is when you come in here, we might not always be talking about whatever the topic is, but if that topic is important to you, bring it up to me, remind me, and we'll power on through and make it about the topic. Val, welcome on. Well, we have actually been live for 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. You get more exposure recommendations, support on the popular page. Neat. Thank you for the follow, event developer. I appreciate you. Alright, where were we? Oh, that's another thing. Is, I'm healthier now. I got, skin on my bones, bro. Look at that. I got skin on my bones. It's not all muscle, but I have weight. I'm healthier now. Alright. Do you have a sunburn? Yeah. I am known to have a perpetual sunburn. But realistically, I'm not. Alright, beginning of season, perpetual sunburn. Give it a month, sometimes 2-3 weeks, and I have, I get nice and tan, and then I stay tan all season. And the times when I'm living somewhere that's warmer, I'll say like Florida, California, or further south, I stay nice and tan. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the comment section open for 3 more minutes. If you guys have any, you guys, girls, and those who identify alternatively, or as they call it, alternatively, if you have any other questions, comments, concerns before we go into the topic that is the title of the video, please ask now. Dang, guys are hot. Thank you. Well, weren't necessarily referring to me. AZ, welcome on. Alright. Give it give it another minute. Oh, yeah. Right. Alright. Yeah, when the clock strikes 5, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about dating and hookups on through Beagle. Because that's my curiosity, alright? I had one person hit me up, and, I total left field. And then it turns out apparently there's a dating feature in it. So we'll discuss that in a minute. And when I say we discuss it, that's what I'm talking about. It's I'm going to need your help on this topic because I'm also learning about the platform and how it works and what I can and cannot do, what I should and should not do, safety measures, and anything we talk about is going to be assistance to the rest of the community on top of that. Aiko, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Jay Reed, what's up? Welcome back, Trash. Oh, thank you for the diamond. Now, is that what that is? Is that a diamond? I don't know. Hey, yes, you're so excited. I'm glad. I need that energy right now. You keep your energy, but just witnessing your energy brings me energy. Makes me more excited. So, all right, it is about that time. Okay, so here's the big question. All right, this topic's a bit melodramatic. We could make it exciting. The exciting part's going to be up to you guys because for me, this is a bit more of a touchy topic. For those of you that don't know, I don't have a lot of experience in the dating and hookup realm. The hookup realm, I literally have like almost zero experience. In the dating realm, I have like minimal. I've always been either curricularly or career focused, and I am only now beginning to get into the world of, let's call it, connection of the third kind. Connection of the third kind. I've already been through the fourth kind, so we're good on that one. But we got 1, 2, 4, so we got to work on number 3, which is apparently the hookup. But yeah, apparently there is a feature for dating on here, and there are people that actually go in and try to date or hook up using this app. And I want to hear more about what y'all know about that feature and about that. Like, is this something I should totally avoid? Is this something that is safe to indulge in? Is this something that, precaution is obviously to be taken, but I'm curious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Vendito, welcome on. The Fourth Kind was scary. Yo, what a movie. What a movie. The Fourth Kind. Ruby says, what's your longest relationship? Mine was a year. Define relationship. And I'm serious about that. You gotta define relationship for me, because some people think like never seeing each other is a relationship, and for some people it is. Other people don't think it is one at all. Alright, so like, if you will, define for me what you're referring to when you ask me what is my longest relationship. Like, what's the longest time that I called someone my girlfriend or boyfriend? Are you asking me, what are you asking? Charlotte Torres, welcome on. ID, welcome on. Oh, and if y'all don't know how to put a custom username on your profile, you can go into settings real quick, and it should go in, I think it's account info, and you should be able to change it real quick to anything you want. Now, if it's taken already, just add a couple numbers to the end of it. You'll be good. Aiko says, who've had boyfriend and girlfriend? Oh, you haven't? You haven't had any? Yeah, I've dated, but I honestly, it turns out that Ruby says, yes, longest time you dated the same person and felt exclusive for each other. Hutez, welcome on. Well, let me tell you, exclusive for each other would have to be none. Now, if you were talking one party to the other, it might be a different conversation, but me personally, I could always tell that it wasn't, like, that on some level, excuse me, I want to make sure there's nothing in my teeth, that on some level, I could feel that it wasn't entirely exclusive. So, yeah, I've never been in, I've never been in one of those relationships. I don't know what to tell you. I thought I was. I told myself I was, but I really wasn't. We live in a different world now, and it's important to remember that no matter what facilities and facets of the relationship may appear to be exclusive, exclusive is exclusive, and if it's not exclusive, it's not exclusive. If you're comfortable with whatever ways that person ebbs and flows, and they're comfortable with yours, then so be it. But one recommendation I would make in order to ensure the longevity of the relationship is that it's properly communicated. Make sure that one another knows that you both know, what are we getting into with each other. Don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Be yourself, for real. And that is the best way to make sure things work. I don't care what people say when they're like, you got rules, you got this, you got that. Those are important. But if you don't know the person you're sleeping next to, it ain't gonna work. Don't matter what rules you got. Society is too complex nowadays. You will get broken apart. So your best bet is to know each other as best as you are able to. And even the monsters in the closet, the demons under the bed, make sure that you know what you're hiding from each other. Don't hide anything from each other. And I'm serious to saying that. Even as a dude, don't hide anything from each other. And, it's more likely that things will work out longer term. Who says, welcome on. Echo says they were unfaithful. No, see, that's the thing. Is it's like, it's not, they did a lot of flirting, all right? Like, let's just say they did a lot of flirting beyond me. And, I mean, okay, but, just let me know that that's how you are first, but don't let me find out after it freaking crushes me, because I already, it's not an expectation thing for me. It's like, this is who you told me you were, this is what you presented to me, and then there's this other side of you that I don't know about at all. It's more of a how I found out, not that I found out. All right, like I'm believe it or not, I'm a pretty go with the flow kind of guy, and I'll usually accept anybody for however they are. My thing is, I even understand a lot of times when people lie to me. Like I'm like just freaking, all right, what do you got going on? Why, let's talk about the truth. Now that it's out that you lied to me, let's talk about what the truth is. That's just the next thing. Let's just move on to the next thing. I don't want to sit and be worried about, why you lied to me. I just want to know what the truth is. But like I said, it's just the shock of wanting to make sure that you know what each other's up to and how things work. Because your personalities have to mesh and have to be able to mingle. And if there's a part of their entire personality that you're not aware of, well, then are you really together? If that's the established relationship, then sure, fine. But if that's not the expectations that were established, then either the expectations are going to have to be reestablished, or you're going to have to find a way to communicate, where those lines got crossed. And if you're not able to communicate where those lines got crossed, that's oftentimes where the relationship is. I know people say that money is like the number one thing that breaks people up, but my personal opinion is that the number one thing that breaks people up is a lack of communication. But money definitely plays a huge role. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. Personal opinion, money has a lot to do with it, because bills have to get paid. Bills have to get paid. You have to eat. So the answer to that question of whether or not they were unfaithful, no. Not in my eyes. And when I say not in my eyes, I mean not in my eyes based on their way of thinking about the behavior that they didn't share with me. The part of them that they didn't let me know about, I wouldn't have seen as unfaithful, because I would put myself in their frame of thought to be able to understand why they're behaving that way and why those choices are being made. I'd be fine with that, because that's part of who they are. Like being able to deduce that that's part of their personality makes it an entirely different conversation. It becomes something that I have to learn to first tolerate, and then as I become more educated, learn to accept. And that's fine. But I wasn't given the time to do that. It was just sprung on me in such a way that would invoke a reaction. I didn't react. And then apparently a lack of reaction said that I didn't care, when it wasn't that. It was that I wanted the time to be able to process this new information and say, all right, well, I accept you and this is fine. But if this is going to be a part of the relationship, then you and I are one spot together. Like we're working on this as a team. We're not working on this from a distance. So, because it's the realization that you can have your own stipulations too. You can have your own rules, and that's fine. Remember that. Is you're not always going to have rules that agree with your partner. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, whether you're identified in a different fashion, your rules aren't always going to agree. But it's about learning how to agree with the other person's rules. It's not just tolerating the other person's rules. It's about learning how to say, okay, your way of thinking is yours. I see the benefit, and I'm going to go along with it because we're together. And, that's to coalesce. And that's where real bonding starts, is when you're willing to step into the other person, the person's shoes that you're that you're close with. Aiko, I appreciate that you like the stream. Kate on, welcome on. Aiko, thank you for the 100. Teddy World, welcome on. Fish on, welcome on. Understand, welcome back. Thank you for being on here. Visitor, thank you for being here. You cheated on, my ex cheated on me. Not that I'm aware of. What was I cheated on? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, if you want an honest answer, I have a hunch that I was, but I don't know about it. If, like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have, like, 100% confirmation, but there's a stark possibility. Here's what it is. Flirting still bad. Once again, that's where it's going to have to be between you and the person that you're dating. Y'all get to decide together. You got to realize, like, a lot of, I noticed, Ray, welcome on. I noticed that there's a lot of people in here that follow astrological signs. You got to realize that based on people's personalities, you are going to deal with people who part of their personality is being socially flirtatious. That's part of who they are and how they behave in such a fashion that makes them comfortable in a way where they can be in their own skin and be happy and, you know, be in a relationship at the same time. Like, not every personality type was made to be in a committed relationship in such a fashion that fits, like, the social mold of, like, traditional thinking. So if you guys are going to be able to work together, you have to be willing to ebb and flow with that. You know, I come from a traditional background, like super traditional, and anything that I have in my life that's going to be concrete is probably going to be traditional. But that doesn't mean there can't be nice long-term experiences that are go with the flow and ebb and flow. You know, and some of those could last a lifetime. But I would have to say, at least from my own personal standpoint, that going with the flow and making things long-term is a lot more work. It's far more difficult, but it is possible. And once again, it's all about, as opposed to what's right and wrong, at least that's how some people see it. I see it as relative, and I see it as an opportunity to experience an alternative lifestyle to what you're familiar with, alternative being the operative word. So, you know, whatever's going to suit you best is what you're going to have to go with. Visitor, welcome on. It says lots of cars. Where are you? Be careful. No, I'm good. Cars are off in the distance. It's an iPhone, so it has, like, I guess the microphone's real good on it. I'm used to having to have my face, like, super close to the phone, but this microphone's incredible. So, sorry about the background noise. That's annoying. Yeah, we haven't gotten into the topic. I would say I'm going to wait till my phone gets to, like, 20%. So I have, like, maybe another half hour, an hour, and then I got to go charge up. It says, so now you're single and looking to mingle. Yo, Ruby, I am on the fence like you would not believe. I'm standing on that fence and tap dancing. Like, I'm definitely single. I hate to break it to the world, but I am definitely 100% single. No, I don't know. I don't know based on particular circumstances if I'm entirely alone. And I definitely keep an open mind. But single does not necessarily mean ready to mingle, right? I'm far more ready than ready. But I just don't. Like, I come so close to it. Like, there's actually somebody I was talking to today that she was going to have me over for the night. And I didn't. You know, I said, like, I don't want to meet up. But I want to stay in touch. You obviously like me. I obviously like you. We're about to hook up. That would have been cool. And I didn't say this verbatim. But, man, like, actually, I would enjoy talking to you because this conversation is refreshing. And the way in which you're being rude to me is incredibly familiar and comfortable. And I would really appreciate you being rude to me on a longer-term basis because it's actually, you're being rude to me in a really nice way. And, they felt the same way about me. So when I get off this live stream, I'll see their response, but if they have a response yet. But, you know, that's how I went about it. And sometimes you just got to shoot your shot, like I said, one way or the other. And you can't really care. Like, do not put your energy into whether or not somebody's going to like you. Just do you. And if it's supposed to be, that's how it's going to work out. Jay, welcome on. Jay, thank you for the crown. Thank you. That's very cool. Ruby says she wanted to hook up. I don't know what she wanted. I mean, I don't know exactly what she was looking for. Maybe that's just because I'm a guy and it wasn't entirely obvious to me. But signals said that we might end up sleeping together. But like I said, I've never really been with anybody. And I'm not really trying to I don't know. Like if I'm gonna go buck wild, I'm gonna go buck wild. It's not gonna be like let me say it this way. Tennessee has a place in my heart, but South Carolina is like a second home, like third home. But it really is. It's a very South Carolina is a very comfortable place for me. Very similar to the way I grew up. The people around here are very. We hold the same form of manners and politeness and respect. And I'm definitely gonna make something here that I come back to every now and again. But I couldn't get into the hookup culture here because, like I said, just because of my roots, for me it would feel disrespectful. Because I grew up very, very traditional. So any of the involvement that I have in certain states, at least in America, are going to be conservative. It is what it is. Judge me, don't judge me. But I'll preface that and I'll say that. Let me say, go out to California. It's time for a good time. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm hoping I'm going to be good at it. We'll find out. But in places like this, my energies definitely get geared more towards the traditional. So I end up getting more into work and not really into hooking up. Brianna, welcome on. Gordon, how's it going? Welcome to Bigo. Iko says, do you have any kids? No, I don't. Now, are there any women out there who might have a kid that I don't know? But I don't have any kids out there. That's what I can say. It's unfortunate, but not my doing. I have my own principles about how I live, and if I'm not with somebody, it's not my child. I know I get a lot of argument about that, and a lot of people ended up disliking me over it. But I got to stand my ground on my own statutes because I have to defend my own honor. Sometimes you have to defend my own stance in order to continue forward. But whether or not there are any biological humans out there that come from my seed, the likelihood is extremely low. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. Thank you for all the diamonds, or the stars. Gordon goes, ooh, yes. Iko, thank you for the 100 diamonds. 100, what are they? 100 stars, thank you. News, total hearts reach 100. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for another round. Okay. Yeah, so there's that topic. Thank you for asking. Y'all just made sure that we had a really good topic for a moment there. That was all you're doing. Lucifer, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Lori, I appreciate that you like the broadcast. Thank you. Yeah, this battery is passing on faster than I expected. That's right. But I might possibly be able to come back later on. What else can I tell you about me? Oh my gosh, I have not been asked anything like that in forever. It says charge it. I will. Oh, don't you worry, I will. Thank you for the reminder. How did I put this? I haven't really been. Wow, I'm officially sentimental. Who says, do you have family in California? Yes. Yes. I have the most family in America in California. So going back to California will be the most comfortable thing for me. What was I saying? Aiko, being asked, what else can you tell us about you? I cannot tell you how long it's been since I've been asked that question. I have to admit, a lot of California knows how to party. Yes, they do, Ruby. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for this. Hey, by the way, guys and ladies, I don't mind, and I'll work on how I say things. I don't mind when you interrupt what I'm saying. I don't mind at all. It is on me to maintain my mindset, and personally, I love the challenge. I absolutely love the challenge. You can ask around. I will push through to the point where I am pulling my hair out. I literally won't give up, and I have a lot of fun with keeping up with the conversation. And plus, like I said, I came into things during a time when, that affirmation meant a lot. So thank you for asking, or for saying it that way, is to tell you more about me. I go, I'm sorry, no, I don't mind at all. Please continue. Interrupt as much as humanly possible. It's wonderful. What was I saying? To tell you more about me. What more could I tell you? My life has become far more about the people around me than it has been about me. And in some ways that's been good. In some ways, so before, my life was always about me. And what I mean by that is, you'd ask me, well, tell you more about me. And I would sit here and I would talk about, my life and my personal interests and what my favorite type of cake is, or my favorite ice cream, and I just thought it was the bee's knees. I thought it was so cool. And, but, it was really just not being acknowledged enough. And you guys literally filled my cup. You really did. You acknowledged me to the degree, over the years, you guys have acknowledged me to the degree where, I have that confidence now. And it really did work. I don't care what anybody says about how social affirmation is just a drug. No, it's not. When you properly receive compliments, it really does change you. When you recognize these things about yourself that other people tell you, and you're also willing to recognize the things that people say about you that are to critique or to improve, it's going to change your life, okay? There are things that people have said to me, positive and negative, that rang in my head at the right time, in the right place. I'm telling you, some of the people that I have loved the most, some of the people that I've hated the most, and yes, I'll admit, there are people that I have hated, and I've had to work on that. Something that really, really helped was during the most difficult times was what the people that I was in hatred with, the things that they had said to me rang in my head as advice to get better. And it worked. It worked in my darkest, most miserable, scariest times. The advice that came from the people that shared the most hatred, that them and I shared the most hatred for one another, their words of wisdom became words of wisdom, as opposed to some, scratch on my back that I couldn't reach, or some irritating thing. It became amazing. The words out of their mouths became this memory that clicked at the right time, and I just buckled in, and I hunkered down, and I powered through. And what it showed me about the people that I had formerly hated, it helped me to understand, wow, this is probably where they were when they learned this advice. They have been this low, or they have been in this tough of a position or situation, and I had never been in those situations, and those situations were impossible. I mean, they were evil, if evil's even a word. Like I said, I don't even like to use those words, but realistically, it was awful. The worst possible experience that I ever could have had, some of those experiences, and it changed me forever. And it made me a man, honestly.